Hey guys, Andy here. Today, just wanted to make a little raw Liggity Vlog update on what else? The state of Andy. So, as you guys know, I am on my last year at Lakeland University, Japan, under the bachelor's program. So, at this time next year, 2022, woo, I should be all graduated with my bachelor's degree this time. So it should be pretty easy for me to get my work visa out here and continue to stay out here in Japan. But over these past couple weeks while on break in between semesters, I've been doing a lot of thinking about life, the universe, everything, really. And just trying to figure out where I want to go in life. Like I've said before, the obvious, easy route for me to take once I get my degree is to just apply to be an English teacher and get the easy paycheck, get the easy visa, and just continue to side hustle on film projects and stuff like that. But truth be told, I'm just not really all that jazzed about teaching English. Now, don't get it twisted. I have a lot of friends who are English teachers. That's kind of the funny thing happens. You make foreign friends out here in Japan. Turns out a lot of them teach English. Hmm, funny that. But a lot of them who are English teachers are really passionate about their job, and I think it's a wonderful career option if you're really passionate about what you do and are constantly seeking to improve yourself and the lives of your students. But I just know that for me, it's not really a thing long term. I might be able to do it for a year or two, and then after that, I'll probably be looking for something else to do, if it even came down to that. Because I've been looking at a bunch of different options, because like I said, this is my last year at Lakeland, so it's usually around this time where students tend to look for internships, applying to different jobs just to kind of test the waters, see how things are. And that's basically what I've been doing for this week. Just looking and seeing what the job market's like, see what's all out there. And there's definitely a lot of opportunities out there, including within Japan, that don't involve English teaching, which is awesome. But the reality is that a lot of the work that I want to do as a video editor, videographer, filmmaker, whatever, involves me leaving Japan. So a lot of the major gigs are out in LA and New York, and that's just reality of the situation. So I've decided that I'm going to give myself a year, and if I can't find something within my liking before I graduate, then I'm going to move back to America and continue to look for work elsewhere. I've decided that even though, as much as I love Japan, living in Japan is a completely different animal, and unless I have a job that I'm really passionate about, it's going to be very difficult for me to continue to stay out here. And that's just how it is. So, yep, decided to give myself 365 days to figure my shit out. Well, plus or minus. So, that's just how it is. And like I said, I don't really want to leave Japan, but I've decided, I'm going to be getting closer to my 40s than I am my 20s. And, I need to really start taking my career seriously, you know? And I can't just be doing the little freelance gigs here and there and just scraping by enough to pay the bills every month. That lifestyle is getting real old real fast. So I need to find employment elsewhere that will take care of me in the long run. And if I can't find that here in Japan, then I gotta look elsewhere. And that's just the reality of the situation. Now, if I do decide to move back to America, does this mean I'll never ever visit Japan ever again? Well, with current circumstances notwithstanding, once borders open up and all that stuff, I definitely do want to be in a position to where I can at least visit Japan on the regular. So I'm thinking more West Coast than East Coast, just to give you all a little hinty hint of things. Um, but yeah, man, just a lot of stuff on my mind, and it's not even YouTube related. Well, it is, but it isn't, you know. And speaking of YouTubey stuff, I'm in the middle of editing my Enoshima vlog, so I've been really reinvigorated by this vlog. To be honest with you guys, it's really given me that passion and that drive to make videos again. It's something that I lost over the years. When I first went back to America after leaving Japan, and even when I came back to Japan after old Colony Macaroni started happening, and I remained isolated from everybody. Just going out, making videos just to make them because it was a nice day, and looked great. So if you guys saw the pictures on Instagram.com/theandyson, you'll have an idea of what to expect in that vlog. But yeah, I just decided to make it to not only enter a contest to win a new Sony camera, but also just to challenge myself a little bit, because even if I don't win the camera, I still want to push myself a bit more as a YouTuber, vlogger, whatever. So either way, whatever happens, you know. But it's really reinvigorated my love for making my own videos. And between that and also re-uploading the old Andy Japandy series on my Andy Japandy channel. So for those who don't know, I'm re-uploading one episode a week for the next 2 weeks of the old Andy Japandy series. And it's going to be covering the entire year of Andy Japandy, all in one video. So it's going to be a nice little marathon. And if you guys didn't catch the original Andy Japandy series when it went down, this will be a nice little, walk through memory lane. And it's going to have, chapters and everything all lined up. So you'll be able to skip ahead to the videos that you want to watch and stuff like that. And this coming Monday will be Monday Japan time, Sunday night, I guess, for y'all out in the Mercagen lands. I'm going to be doing a premiere of the 2014 year of Andy Japandy. And this one is my longest ever, because it's just a few minutes shy of 8.5 hours long. It's all the Andy Japandy videos from 2014. And that was probably one of my banner years as a creative. I would argue to say that 2015, I started getting into video making a little bit more. But as far as just sheer output, and just going out and doing shit, like 2014 was it, man. And then the following week, we'll also be doing 2015. And then I want to also put together the videos I did for 2020 on the Andy Japandy channel, what little videos I've done for 2020. So that one's not going to be nearly as long as the other ones, but I still want to put it together. And I want to make this like kind of a yearly sort of tradition. So like every year, we'll be putting out a year-long compilation video. And we're just putting out the first couple right now just to kind of test the waters and get the stuff out there. Especially for the older stuff, it was really nice to look back on a lot of those old videos. Like there were some videos with my old division back when I was in the Navy, and just seeing the quality or lack thereof of some of the videos. Just incredible, man. Just really made me feel very nostalgic, very natsukashi, as the Japanese would say. And also made me think of kind of where my headspace was as a creator. Because, back then I wasn't monetized at all. So I just did it strictly for fun and as a way to kind of blow off steam from my job in the Navy. It's just a way for me to get out of the house and to do stuff. And it was definitely something I always look forward to doing, even during the hardest of work days when I was stationed at Yokosuka. And somewhere along the way, I just kind of lost sight of that, like I became too obsessed with the numbers, too obsessed with subscribers, view counts, comments, revenue once I got monetized, all that stuff, man. And especially, once you turn 30, that's when you got to start to take inventory of your life and just kind of look and be like, okay, your 20s, you can largely write that off as just kind of a mulligan decade because, you're just coming into your own as an adult, going through college, sometimes grad school, just kind of experimenting with a lot of different stuff. So, like, if you haven't figured out in your 20s, that's okay. It's just the decade to kind of find yourself and figure out who you are as a human being outside of mommy and daddy's house. And once you turn 30, I originally thought that was kind of the decade where it's like, okay, you kind of figured yourself out as a person, and now it's the time to build. Whether that's buy a home, house, get married, have kids if you haven't already, and just continue to build upon your assets, basically. And I guess, I was doing that in my 30s, building upon my educational assets, as well as some financial assets, being a freelance video editor and improving my skills there as well. But I feel like it's, kind of time to, really get serious about a career once I get done graduating, and just really, lay some groundwork. It's nice to be able to go off to these different adventures and do stuff, but I want to have a nice, solid home base to fall back on. If the venture doesn't pan out like I expect it to, no big deal. At least I have something to come back home to, basically. And, it's definitely helping to have a good financial base as well because, I've been just kind of not really living paycheck to paycheck. That's not really accurate, but, I just barely getting by sometimes. Other times it's easier. It just depends, That's kind of the life of the freelancer, right? The feast or famine mentality, as I've talked about before. Like when the videos and the gigs and stuff are coming in, like, man, I am living large. But when they're not coming in, I'm struggling pretty hard. And while that lifestyle can be pretty exciting, it also comes with a lot of stress and anxiety as well. So I'm looking to build up more consistent forms of income. And then, I'm not going to quit doing freelance video editing entirely, but I want to kind of, wrap those up a little bit and just kind of have that as like a every once in a while sort of thing. Because I think I've gotten to the point where, I've been relying on freelance video editing to carry me through for a while now. And while it's able to get me by from month to month, by itself, it's just not a very reliable source of income. And I think I've given it enough time to really develop. So it's not just I had a couple bad months, so time to give it up. But I think, now, like I said, it's time to, really put some money down, start building up some assets. So I think it's, high time for me to return to the JOB land, as it were, and still continue to do freelancing, but just not to the degree that I had before. And then once I get some financial assets built up and, get a good idea of what I want to do as far as filmmaking and stuff like that goes, then we'll be able to get back into it because, it won't be the end. It'll just be, it won't even end at all. It'll just kind of scale down. That's kind of one of the nice things about freelancing is, you can turn it on and turn it off. So, yeah, that's just kind of where my head's at, man. As far as creativity goes, this Enoshima vlog has really reinvigorated a lot of things. It's kind of reinvigorated my love for making my own videos, as well as looking back on the old In Japandy vlogs. It's really kind of shaken me out of this creative funk that I've been in for a while now. And I think at this point, especially with all the other stuff going on in my life, um, I never really wanted to be like a super famous YouTuber type person. I know a lot of people think that that was my goal, was to get like a lot of subs and stuff on YouTube. And when I tried to make that my goal, it just became, this unwinnable mission, basically. And I think now I'm at a point in my life where I'm okay with not getting a million subs or whatever. If it happens, it happens. Fucking awesome. But it's not going to be the end of the world for me. I have other things to focus on, and that's always, been the thing that has been good for me, was focusing on my video editing for other people. And as far as my own creative ventures, I want to make them my own. I was too worried about people not watching my stuff. I was too worried about, my videos not being, quote, good enough for whatever reason, whether they're filmed in a interesting style or they don't get like a million views or whatever the case. I was just worried about too many numbers and too many other people's opinions to really consult the one opinion that actually matters, mine. So I think at this point, I'm just going to continue to do me and continue to make stuff that I want to make. I was worried for too many years about, what do you guys want to watch? What type of videos are you guys interested in? I tried consulting people, and I never really got an answer that I was totally satisfied with, no matter who I talked to. It just I could tell where their intentions were, but it just didn't feel right to me. But this feels right. Just making videos like how I used to make videos. Not necessarily in the same style with the same equipment, mind you, but just, have that passion for making stuff and sharing it with the world, and not giving a fuck about if I'm reaching crisp, broad numbers. Those aren't my metrics for success. Being able to make videos and interact with you guys in the comments, all 2 or 3 of you, maybe 4 if this one pops off, hopefully. No, but for real, I love talking with you guys, whether it's on live streams, in the comments, on my Discord, which links down below in the boopity boop if you want to join that. I just love talking with you guys, and that to me was the reason why I even joined YouTube in the first place, going all the way back to 2006, over 15 years ago at this point. Fuck, I'm old. It was to connect with other people, whether it was other people in the comments, other YouTubers. I just wanted to reach out to other people who are interested in the same stuff that I am. And proud to say that, I've done that. I've been able to reach so many different people and, for some really affect their lives in a positive way. And, that may sound very highfalutin, like, oh, you're tooting your own horn there, Andy San. Slow down there, cowboy. But really, I've, affected so many people. And I don't want to call out those individuals, but, I've helped a lot of people get into, Lakeland, for one. I've helped at least 4 people decide on joining Lakeland University, Japan. And, just other random people who watch my videos, and whether it's enough to just kind of get them by during the day, or if they just want to watch stuff in Japan whenever I decide to leave my room, even if it's just a little escapism, it means the world to me that you guys continue to watch and comment, even if it's only like 1 or 2, maybe 4 of you. Just the numbers don't really bother me as much as they used to. And I want to make stuff that I'm proud of, and make stuff that I can look back on in a few years and be like, that's so nostalgic. That's where I was. I had all that hair, And oh man, I was so fat back in the day too, you know? And whatever. So, anyway, I know I've gone on this 20 plus minute rant at this point, so I think we'll end things here. And I just want to say thanks to everybody who's watched my stuff, liked with the thumbs, commented, subscribed, commented, subscribed, and I also want to thank you guys for sending a few friends to the party, taking it back old school. And hey, as always, we'll see you next time. Catch you later, guys. Bye.